All right, guys, how are you? Sorry I've been kind of MIA really the last couple weeks, but I'm back now. It's September 22nd, 2021. Tigers have 10 games remaining on their season. Sorry, 10 games. 10 games remaining on their season. They're currently 74 and 78 and have played exceptional baseball their last three series, which was Milwaukee for two, you swept. You split the Tampa Bay series in Tampa, and you swept the White Sox in a 2 game series because today was postponed. So what is that? That's 6-2 in your last 8 games against the Brewers, Tampa Bay Rays, and Chicago White Sox. First place in the NL Central, Brewers. First place in the AL East, Tampa Bay Rays. First place in the AL Central, Chicago White Sox. That's 3 consecutive series. You've at least split the series or done better. I have no complaints. AJ Hinch should be in the consideration for manager of the year, 100% in the AL. He has done a fabulous job. Marvelous. I was going to say marvelous, but I went fabulous. A fabulous job. He's done fantastic stuff. You cannot ask for anything more from him. I mean, this team should not be in that position. Um, right now, we're only 4 games back, under 500 with 10 to go. So you go 7-3 to finish the year. You're 500 on the year. You go 8-2. You're over 500. I mean, you have 10 games remaining. A makeup game on Monday now. No more days off the rest of the year. Oh, I'm sorry. Tomorrow was a day off, actually. Tomorrow's your last day off. And you have a weekend series against the Royals that's easily 2 out of 3. I mean, it can be at least. The way you've been playing, you should be able to take that series at home. So then you have a makeup game against the White Sox on Monday at 1:10. That can go either way. 3 in Minnesota. I mean, you're better than Minnesota. You could take 2 out of 3 on the road from them. So let's say that's 4. You go 4-3, and that's 7. Then you got 3 left. I mean, yeah. I mean, 7-10 is going to be tough the last 10 games for sure. But 500 to end the year would be absolutely fantastic. And next year is the biggest year in this franchise history in a very long time. The last 5 or 6 years it had been brutal, and we are at the position now where obviously you are a shortstop, maybe a couple relievers, a couple starters away from the shortstop's the big one. I think Simeon's the guy, needs to be the guy. Correa's going to be a lot of money. I don't trust Trevor Story. His power is only in Coors Field, I feel like. I keep him out in Colorado. I think Simeon's your guy. Yeah, he's a little older, but he's not going to be as expensive, and he's a quality shortstop. He gives you quality defense, and his bat is huge. You bat him in the middle of the lineup somewhere 2-3, 4-5, somewhere like that. You need another hitter. You might need another hitter as well besides that shortstop, but you're there, and Hinch is the guy that you build this thing for going forward for the next 4 or 5 years. You can contend for sure. Because rotation wise, Turnbull's going to be out most next year. We know that. So I'd like to see JV come back. If he's interested, sign him. I'd sign him to a 2 or 3 year deal, whatever they got to do to get him here. And then you got Mize, Manning, Scooble. I think Willie Peralta's earned a spot in this rotation. I really do. He's been fantastic for us. He's definitely earned another look next year. The catcher position, you got Dustin Garneau. You'd be signing him to a 1-year contract because Jake Rogers just had Tommy John, so he's going to miss all of next year. So you have Darno as the backup, then you have Haas as the starting catcher. Third baseman, Candelario, shortstop, hopefully Marcus Simeon, or one of those guys on the market, any of those. Whatever the Tigers feels best, I just hope it's Simeon. Correa, I wanted Correa too, but I think he's going to be too big of a contract. So I'll take Correa or Simeon there. You got Scope still at second. First base, Miguel Cabrera, Spencer Torkelson, a guy that's in your farm system right now, AAA, that's going to be a huge impact on your future. And then your outfield, you got Grossman, Derek Hill, Badu, Riley Green. I'm missing somebody, I feel like. Grossman. You got Reyes, you got Cameron, you got a lot of options. You got, what else am I missing? Harold Castro's a utility guy. I think he's your utility guy. I mean, you got a lot of things, a lot of tough decisions, a lot of good things, good tough decisions to make, but a lot of tough decisions overall in this offseason to make sure your team is ready to compete next year. Because next year I'm expecting this time to be in a wild card spot. Shit, even when leading the division right now at this time, possibly next year. I mean, yeah, the White Sox are really good, but I just, you're battling with them. You figure out a way to beat Cleveland. You can compete. You obviously compete against Kansas City and Minnesota. That's the Central right there. Your remaining 10 games are all against the Central now. 3 against the Royals starting Friday. This would be a good task going forward too, going into next year. Like, okay, what does our record end up against the Central? Right now, I believe we're 39 or 37 and no, 27 and 39 in the Central, I believe. That's what our current record is over the Central opponents, which isn't great, obviously, but you have 10 more games to improve that record going into next year. And obviously, winning the division, you're going to be playing the Central the most because that's the division you're in. And winning that division is you're going to have to beat down the Central teams. White Sox are right now better than you. Cleveland's currently a game better than you. If you can somehow find a way to beat them head-to-head, you're better than Cleveland. And you're better than Kansas City and Twins right now, record-wise. So this team's, I'm encouraged going forward. AJ Hinch should be definitely in the talks for consideration of Manager of the Year. I'm not saying he's going to win it, but he definitely should be in that. He's earned that. This team should not be 74 and 78 through 152 games right now. The talent is not there for them to be only 4 games back of 500. It isn't. This is not a team right now should only be 4 back from 500. It's just not. And I'm a diehard Tiger fan. I want to see them make the playoffs every year. This team does not have the talent right now to beat any of those playoff teams, most likely. I mean, you're battling against the White Sox. You did battle against Toronto. I'm just saying, overall, you should not be in the consideration for 500 at the end of the year. You go 7-3 in your last 10, you're 500 on the year, which is a huge step forward from last year. Encouraging. It tells management and ownership saying, okay, we are ready to compete going into next year. So this offseason is absolutely crucial for us to get things right and get us moving forward. And I want to compete for a playoff spot next year. In September, you're either in a playoff spot starting September or you're 2 or 3 games back. That's what you need to be next year in September. And I think it's very possible. Absolutely very possible. So guys, I know this is a longer video. I'm gonna do what is it, next Wednesday? I'll do one next Wednesday, and then I'll do one again on Monday, which is the day off before the wild card games. So I'm gonna have 2 more YouTube videos up after this one next Wednesday, and then the Monday, and that following Monday, which would be after 162, potentially game 163 if needed for any division, and then it'd be the day before the wild card game starts. So I appreciate you watching. I look forward to coming on here in the next 2 videos. And you guys enjoy the rest of your week. I will see you next Wednesday. I'll put one out here Wednesday. I'm going to try to do it Wednesday evening before the game. I think Tigers play at 7:40 on Wednesday. So I'll try to put it on here before that. But it'll be on here sometime next Wednesday. So I appreciate it, guys. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your week. Go Tigers.